Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Cannelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update on this Thursday, February 21st. We begin right now with more on the 89-year-old woman who was killed in the crossfire between Warminster police and a man who barricaded himself in his apartment. Officials are trying to figure out who fired the fatal shot to Marie Zenkowitz. The widow lived alone in the apartment below alleged shooter 49-year-old Andrew Graham Cairns. No bullet holes were found between their apartments. We have team coverage including reaction from neighbors at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com from reporters Marion Callahan, Matt Coughlin, and Christina Christophic, and photographer Rick Kinsel.
I went on to find out this morning, sadly, that a 90-year-old woman was killed during the exchange, possibly in a crossfire, and just feel really bad about that she lived to be 90 years old and died in this senseless act of gun violence that didn't need to happen.
Cairns was sent to prison on $10 million bail on charges of attempted murder and aggravated assault. The district attorney's office is investigating Zenkowitz's death and the gun battle. 2 Bristol Township men are going to trial on attempted murder, conspiracy, robbery, and aggravated assault charges after an alleged botched robbery turned shooting of a homeless man. Jacob Pemberton and Aaron Day allegedly demanded drugs and money from 25-year-old Anthony Brockelman, who had been walking along New Falls Road in January. Anthony was shot with a shotgun, severely damaging his left arm. Reporter Joe Chevalier has the full story on our website. They asked for $1 million, but they're getting less than half of that. Bristol officials have learned their plans, which are a year in the making, don't meet county guidelines for riverfront improvement grants. So that means they're only getting $480,000 for the borough project to add floating docks to the wharf on Mill Street instead of $1 million. Borough officials said they're confused and they've already put $100,000 into engineering and design work. County reporter Jim McGinnis has all the details in a story online. It's breezy again today with mostly sunny skies and a high near 35. We'll see wind gusts between 11 and 20 miles an hour. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low around 23, but there's a storm front making its way to our area from the Midwest tomorrow night. Will we get snow or just rain? Well, we'll have more on that tomorrow. Do you think gay men should be able to donate blood? A Bucks County nonprofit does. Safe Pride and the Red Cross are trying to bring awareness to an FDA ban on men donating blood if they had sex with other men after 1977. They're hosting a blood drive from noon to 6 tomorrow at New Hope Eagle Fire Hall. That lifetime ban was put into place after the AIDS epidemic swept through the nation in the 1980s. But some groups are calling on the FDA to change the policy because of developments in blood screening 3 decades later. Reporter Frida Savannah has more information at a story at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com. Trash making a mess of the Bristol Marsh? Not a problem for 3T-Man. Bristol Borough resident Don West spends his mornings cleaning up the area so that others can enjoy it. The 88-year-old gave himself that nickname. You can find out why in Anthony DiMattia's story and Kim Weimer's video on our website.
This is Bristol Marsh. Historic, good for a bird sanctuary, animal life, flora, fauna, whatever you want. There's very few tidal marshes on the East Coast. So this is a rare, pretty rare thing.
In high school sports, Pennsbury's second-round upset of 4th-seeded Neshaminy last night assured the Falcons a top 8 spot in the District 1 girls basketball playoff tournament. Video reporter Jen Wielgus got reaction from the Pennsbury girls, who were understandably just about speechless.
It means a lot, like a lot. Like, I can't even put in words, pretty much.
It means so much, you know. We beat them first time, they beat us the second time, so this was a huge game for us, especially getting back in states. And we showed that we could still beat them, and we redeemed ourselves. So I'm very proud of our team.
The Redskins beat Pennsbury earlier this month to claim the Suburban 1 League National Conference title. They'll try to fight for a state bid in the district playback round starting this weekend. We'll have full coverage, so keep checking BucksCountyCourierTimes.com for more updates. Have the Flyers reached a turning point? If they go on to make it a successful season, our sports reporter Wayne Fish makes the argument in a story online that last night's win over rival Pittsburgh might be the night they look back on. Wayne Simmons reflects on the victory over the Penguins and what it means for the rest of the season.
You got to try to stay even-keeled. You never know what's going to happen. Like I said, it's always, up and down when we play Pittsburgh, and it seems like it's the last team that scores wins, and obviously I think we got to sharpen up a little bit defensively, but I think offensively, I think the last 2 games we've been doing pretty well.
You can see more Flyers coverage on our website. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. Middle Bucks Institute of Technology administrators are talking about starting a veterinary program in the 2014-2015 school year. Reporter Christina Christophic is finding out more. Pendle's iconic Irish Rover is opening for business at a larger new facility in Langhorne Manor that was once owned by a famous local chef. Vic Monaco will tell you who. And finally, Barfly, veteran Bucks rockers, and TJ Tyndall, a funk veteran, will perform with an all-star band at John and Peters in New Hope. Andy Weinberg will give you the details. Keep checking BucksCountyCourierTimes.com for all of these stories and the latest local news. I'm Rachel Kennelly. Thanks for watching and have a good day. More than 1 million meals have been served here at the Bucks County Emergency Homeless Shelter. Like any other home, this kitchen is the heart of this shelter, and it's in desperate need of some long overdue TLC. That's why Family Service Association, Comcast, the Courier Times, and Intelligencer newspapers are teaming up in a campaign asking you, Bucks County, to buck up. There will be collection boxes all across the county, so buck up, Bucks County. Let's take care of the heart of this shelter together so they can cook and serve 1 million more meals to those in need.